What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Daily Endeavors for Saturday I meant to say Friday, not today, sorry. The 11th of July. So, Scribing is now free, as you can see here. Thank you. There's a golden pursuit to go through. There's also, this option here is now free. It used to require gold roads, so that's good. So to start with, at the bottom of the featured category in the Crown Store, you'll find the Scribing stuff. You just got to make sure you accept this before you can get access to any of this stuff. And then the Golden Pursuit will be available. So there's 26 options in total, so you can skip 10. So you can skip a lot of this stuff. What I would do is at least go for the stuff that gives you extra shit, unless you don't really care about that stuff. Yeah, there's a few things near the top here, especially the Luminous Ink. You want these, because these are what you use to sort of build your Scribed skills. All the quests are at the bottom here as an option. So I will be going through how I would do these quests in order. I'll do like a longer video for that tomorrow. And yeah, everything else is just basic shit. Like, you know, skill styles, just spam the same skill like that's been recolored. There's a few claim rewards. Scribe a skill, you've done scribing so you know how to do this, or you'll do the quest line and it'll teach you anyway. So this one's really easy. So quests, just do some writs or do some like daily quests or some, just do some of the scribing quests. I just went through how to do quests in the weekly this week. So if you want some help with that, you might look through that might help. But other than that, just look through like writ guides, because writs are definitely the quickest way to do quests, and there's so many guides out there for writs. Claiming scribing for the Crown Store, I can't actually do that, so I may be on a different character, but yeah, I can't do that right now, so I'm locked out. But that's fine. Yeah, this one here, TLDR, just go to a skill like this with this icon, and yeah, you'll get the ability to reskin these. If you want Vigor Soothing Blue, you have to do Wing of the Natch, which you'll be able to do now that you have this space game, so that's good. Defeat enemies with Scribed skills. I try to avoid these ones. If you want, like, do this one if you want the inks, but like honestly, these ones suck, because you have to get the last hit on that enemy with Scribe skills, so that means you can't do this with other people. Class skills is a bit easier because there's way more class skills, and it's like easier to use them, I think, than it is to use Scribe skills most of the time. Healing is way easier though. That's one of the daily endeavors today, so that's going to be really easy. I'll show you how to do that. Basically, you can do that standing still if you've already got some of the Scribe stuff unlocked. Harvesting resources is pretty easy. Just run around Craglawn or one of the zones and just loot basically anything you can find except for chests, thieves' troves, and like insect nodes like fleshfly larva and torchbug stuff. But yeah, everything else basically is fair game. Maybe leave a little bit of inventory. I also went through this in the weekly endeavor this week. If you want to watch that as well, the video. I might as well link that in the description since it's quite important. Guild daily quests. I would probably avoid these because there's only a few guild dailies and most of them are kind of shit. And some of them are pay gated too, so yeah, probably just skip these ones if you can. If you've already done this questline though, maybe just do like the 3 and one of these other ones. Grimoires are the skills that you get from there's like the chronicler guy, yeah, Ferrandil. He sells all these different grimoires, and if you want to know which ones they are, it's these ones here. These are all the grimoires. So you'll get a couple from the main questline anyway, but yeah, if you just want to fucking speed through that one, you can just buy them straight up from that dude once he's available. And yeah, as you see, acquire Luminous Ink. You'll acquire a bunch through the Golden Pursuit anyway, so this one will be pretty easy. But yeah, and then just the rest is just the quests. And yeah, I'll be going through those tomorrow. That video I will upload, I reckon it'll be like 9 AM... 9 PM EST for you guys. It'll be in the morning for me. Alright, so now let me get into endeavors themselves. So, extracting items, this does require a little bit of gold, but I would still recommend doing it because it's super duper quick if you've got the gold. Updating an outfit really easy, healing with Scribe skills also really easy. Only do these two if you don't have any, if you don't have any gold for this, or this, I suppose, and yeah, you haven't done You don't even want to do Scribing, but I would highly recommend doing this. So I'll just cover a Battleground really quickly. It doesn't matter how you perform, win or lose, you always get it done as long as you do a Battleground. So you go here, you join the queue. Now right now, there's a PvP weekend. You might find quicker queues of that, I don't know. I feel like it's just as slow as it would be normally though. Especially with everybody doing the Golden Pursuit probably. But yeah, you just join the queue, you wait for it to pop. Now the issue I have with this one is sometimes you can be waiting so long, you could probably do all 4 of these other options here before you even find a Battleground latch, let alone doing it, because they can take anywhere from like 5 minutes to the max is 15 minutes. So if you want to do these endeavors quickly, Battlegrounds are like one of the worst options. Even though they're very simple, like no matter how well you do, like you just do it. It just takes ages, that's all. So yeah, I just avoid this one if I could. And then Stone Atronachs, it's very bizarre. If you don't have any DLC, this option is terrible, because it says seek them out in Craglawn, but there's only one in Craglawn, and it's in Ethereal Archive. And it's like the second main boss, so you have to get through quite a bit of Ethereal Archive to get this. It sucks ass. Don't bother with this. Only do this if you've got either Blackwood or Murkmire, and I'll explain when I get to that one. Alright, so I'll start with updating an outfit and extracting at an enchanting table. You can do these both in, usually like around the enchanter, there'll be an outfit station as well. So as an example here, in the Crystal Vial in Oridon, you got this race on by default, so it's easy to get to this place quickly. There's an enchanter and a outfit station, so you can do both the updating an outfit one and the extracting glyphs on super quick. You can also do the same thing in Craglawn. This place is actually super quick, because right next to the Wayshrine, you've got both the outfit station in here as well as the enchanter, so you can do the same thing here. And yeah, if you've got Belcarth, do that as well. Yeah, so what you do is you just come inside, so we'll do the outfit first. Let's go upstairs. Let's go to the outfit station. Now, if you've got hide helmet option active, you can do this for free by hitting clear slot and then going accept. For some reason, even though it says it costs 50 gold here, it doesn't cost anything. I don't know why, it's just how it is. And then if you hit hide helmet again, it doesn't cost anything. So that's a free way to do it. Now, if you've already got a helmet equipped, changing it back to the helmet costs quite a bit of gold. So what I would do instead, especially if you've got like a monster helmet style or some shit, that some of those can cost a lot. What I'd do instead is go dyes, just go one of the dyes on your armor, go accept for 50 gold, and then change it to what it was before. So I think I have Noctophilic here, and that's 50 gold. So as opposed to, like, if you want some cooler looking styles, like if I got Zivkin or something, yeah, you can see here, Almeria is like 1,000 gold, so it's more expensive doing that. So just do one of those 2 options there, dyeing one little bit of armor, or changing hide helmet and back and forth. Don't complicate matters by going any further than that. Okay, so with enchanting, what you can either do is create your own glyphs by getting an aspect, essence, or potency rune. Aspect and essence runes you want to get yourself. Just what I would do, especially with the gold that you'll be able to get from the Golden Pursuit, if you can end up getting the 50k gold from the Scribing Skills, super easy, and the 50k gold later, you'll be fine to buy your own stuff. Either buy your own essence and aspect runes, preferably Jojota, and like just make sure you get a cheap one. Don't get like Oko or Hokkaido or Indeko. And yeah, just then the blue runes you can also buy from enchanters, so you can see all the blue runes here. So just buy either Jora or Jode. Don't go any higher than that because they're super cheap. Now what you can also do to speed things up even more is you can just buy your own glyphs here. And so you can just buy 8 of these and then extract them from the table itself, so that's even quicker. The only issue is, as you can see, they cost a fair bit of gold. So either you can do this, you can buy runes from guild stores and then buy the blue ones here, or you can buy runes. Oh, sorry, you can buy glyphs from guild stores themselves. Whichever option you choose, that's cool. I don't really see any issues with any of these options, to be honest. Just understand. As you see here, Superb 150, they're 277 gold. The 100 ones, they're 260. If you give gold to like a low level character and go buy a bunch of glyphs on them, it will be much cheaper because the level 1 glyphs are like really, really cheap. They're like, I can't remember how much, I think they're like 90 gold or something. So even though it's still a fair bit of gold, it's super duper quick, and you know, you've got options anyway. So as an example here, I'll just buy a bunch of these and just deconstruct them. And yeah, that's what I do here. So, you know, if you've done some quests in the recent past, you'll probably have some glyphs as well. But yeah, if not, just extract a bunch from the enchanter, and that will also give you some more later to create your own if you want to do that as well. Just understand, if you do this with a high level character, the potency runes won't be usable unless you're high level alchemy, high level enchanting. Sorry. All right, now let's talk about healing with Scribed Skills. So if you just try this, nothing's going to happen, and the reason for that is it's actually missing health. This amount that it says here is actually missing health. So if you just try and heal with scribing, nothing happens. What you need to do is remove your health first and then do it. And as you can see here, it starts progressing. So yeah, little trick there. Basically, once you set one of the characters in your account up with a healing scribe skill, you can just do this as soon as you log in, basically, if you've got some kind of ability that removes health. Alright, so there's only one skill that you need from scribing to get this done super quick, and that's Wield Soul. You can use other stuff, but just keeping things simple, just get one character and just have Healing Soul on them at all times, so that you can just spam heal them whenever this endeavor comes up, because it comes up pretty often. So, healing focus, this comes from Wing of the Indrik. Sage's Remedy, this also comes from the Wing of the Indrik. So you have to do the first two quests. So you need to do second area of scribing for Wield Soul, and then healing and Sage's Remedy and Resolve you all get from Wing of the Indrik. Now, Wing of the Indrik is pretty straightforward. You need to, it's this one here, and in order to, there's like a challenge that you get after you meet the Indrik dude. So when you do that, you'll get a bunch of options. I think there's a Battleground match. There's like you have to kill undead, and or you can do like a dolmen. I would advise doing a dolmen as one, because dolmens are super easy. Just get access to the way shrines here, and just do one of the dolmens, or do a delve. You know, you can just go kill the boss of, for example, Del's Claim, because it's right next door to the way shrine that you start with, or you can do one of the other options, and kill some undead. In front of Ondil, there's some Blood Fiends, and they count as undead. There's also some skeletons up here. Just complete the Wing of the Indrik. It's like pretty damn easy, and you'll get access to Healing Soul. And from there, you can do this endeavor really easily whenever it comes up. Now, after that, you also need a skill that takes health. There's a couple of options here too. So you could just take Healing Soul, go to a place that's got like a bunch of enemies, preferably a place that you won't be disturbed. Like if you go to like a public place, another player might think that you're like disconnecting or some shit when you're just letting them hit you, or yeah, I don't know. They might just kill them for whatever. In that case, maybe do an instance area where other players can't get in the way. Wherever sewers with all the skeevers, that's probably a good idea, because skeevers do a pretty decent amount of damage. Just probably. Yeah, they do a fair bit of damage, as long as you don't kill them super quick. So, you could use that. Yeah, just something like that. Or, if you don't want to bother going out somewhere, you can use an ability that takes away health, like siphoning attacks. The easiest one to use, because all classes have access to it, is Blood Altar. You get this from going to the taverns in the starting zones at level 10. For example, in Rosy Lion, there's a tall orc female over here somewhere. She has a quest. Just accepting the quest, not even completing it, gives you access to the Undaunted skill line. And from there, you'll get Blood Altar. You just need a skill point, put that in, and now you've got an ability that takes away a lot of health. For Nightblades, there's a better option. It's siphoning attacks. It does the same thing, but it gives you resources. So while you're using resources to cast your soul, you get your resources back from using health. So it's just like a symbiotic process. Bonus points if you're a vampire with Blood Frenzy, because you can just cast that and leave it on while this is going down, because this will just take health off momentarily. And then if you want, you can use other scribe skills with like other heals over time. For example, Banner Bearer. If you run Sage's Remedy on this, while Banner Bearer is up, it'll just heal you for 1k health each every 2 seconds. That's also good too, because even though this will reduce your regen, it doesn't matter that much anyway, because most of your regen is coming from using this, right? So it's not a big deal. So yeah, you can do something like that. But for now, I'm just going to keep it simple. Vampire's Frenzy to slowly take down my health. Vampire's Frenzy also gives you weapon and spell damage because of that, and that actually affects healing, so that's good. And then just siphoning a few times, healing soul, siphoning a few times, healing soul. Bonus points if you got more health, because like you can heal more at a time that way. But yeah, it does not take much. And again, and we're done. Just take off the vampire ability, just put our old skills back on. But yeah, you can see, basically as soon as you log in with a certain character, you can just do this in like 10 or 20 seconds. Like, it's super good. And yeah, it's literally the same thing for the Gone Pursuit ones. It just, yeah, you're just sitting there for longer. But like, honestly, it's so simple and only takes that little amount of time. I'll just do that via this way. Alright, so now we're up to the last option that's kind of still worth talking about. We've got Stone Atronachs. So if you don't know what the hell these things are, I don't blame you. They're like one of the most rare enemies to find in this game, and they're only found in like very specific locations. And funnily enough, the best way to do this endeavor is not to find Stone Atronachs, is to find something else. It's very fucking sideways, but yeah, you'll see in a minute. So if you actually want Stone Atronachs, there's one in Ethereum Archive, right? That's the only base game option you've got. It sucks. Don't even bother, because Ethereum Archive is a 12-man trial, and you have to get quite far through it, and you need 12 people to get there, because there's like portals that you need 12 people for, otherwise they don't activate, and you can't get to the Atronach unless you do like that portal bit. It's fucking annoying. Wouldn't bother. The other places, they're all like DLC dungeons. So Falkreath Hold here has the last boss spawns one at a time, and you might not even see 4 in a normal run by the time it's finished. Or 5, sorry. Bloodroot Forge also has a boss that spawns them. Again, you might kill him before he even summons 5. The only plausible option... There's 2 options, right? So... no, not Sunspire, sorry. Moongrave Fane has them like quite often, but just like one at a time, and you have to get through quite a lot of the dungeon to get access to all 5. And then if you've got High Isle, this boss here, Amanos Basin, spawns them, but I can't guarantee if people are not familiar with this and just fucking kill the boss as soon as they're up. Yeah, I can't give any guarantees, so again... I mean, it's the same case for the other enemy that I used for this endeavor whenever it comes up. So yeah, can't give you any guarantees. Avoid this one if you can. That's my motto. All right, so what are we looking for? It's called a Mire Gaunt. You can only find them in Blackwood, in the southern side. There's also a boss in the Silent Halls. It's the Murkmire, Mire Gaunt, and Murkmire in the sort of northern sections. You also find them. It's also the boss in. I know it's the boss in Vinalk, at least. There's a few south in this swamp here. Only 2 though. And sometimes I come here and they're fucking dead. But we go a little bit east from here, and there should be one showing up now. There we go. There's 2 actually. Good times. So I guess you could also do your healing with Scribed Skills with this guy while you're just waiting to get him to do his thing. So I should have pointed that out. You can also do that too. So I guess if you're going to do the rest of the Gone Pursuit healing with Scribed abilities, you can do that too. Okay, so what do you got to do? Current objective, survive. Just don't kill him. Just let him do his thing. And eventually he'll spawn these things. And these are what count as Stone Atronachs. See? It counted as 1. That's 2. Now we just let him keep going. So the most annoying attacks he's got is the front chronal attack thing and that thing there. He also does his front, that thing there. Don't get hit by that because that's annoying. And yeah, the stone totems do their laser beam thing. That's also annoying. Okay, so I just need 1 more. on. There we go. This thing. Yeah, that thing there. If you get hit by the big traveling circle, just roll dodge, because it gets out of the thing. Alright, so we're done. Now we leave. And the reason I leave and don't kill him is because if someone else has got the same idea, they want to kill the... They don't want to pay for, like, the extracting glyphs or whatever. They don't want to do any of the other options. They have access to these Myrgaunts here. Because if you kill them, it takes 5 minutes to respawn. And you're just wasting people's time if you do that. Unless you're, like, you desperately need the XP or some shit. Just leave them alive. Trust me, it makes other people's lives easy. Now, as far as I'm aware, you can also... there's like, sort of, what are they, like warlock type enemies in some dungeons, and they spawn little like totems. You'll have likely seen them. They're like a green, they put like a green circle on the ground, and all the enemies run into them, and you can heavy attack them to destroy them, and it stuns everybody. Supposedly those also count as stone Atronachs, but they spawn those so infrequently that I don't think it's worth it. Anyway, the only option here I would even consider is the Myrgaunts. And again, just leave them alive, please, for the good of everybody else. So if you want access to this area easily, there is a house over here called Willow Pond Haven. Use home tours to travel to this quickly. Go browse homes down to the bottom. Now, if you use the scroll wheel and if you let go of the left click outside of the thing, it goes out and then you have to fucking do it again. It's really annoying. So yeah, just make sure you either scroll or keep the mouse on the inside. Yeah, Willow Pond Haven, and then just travel to one of these. And once you get inside, just travel out the front door. You'll get brought out here, and you just travel down here. I think there's like a hill, little area to come up here somewhere, and then just come up here, get the way shrine, come down here a bit, go down, and you'll find the Myrgaunts down here. Alright, so that's everything. So thanks everyone for watching. If you've got any questions, as always, just let me know. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Take care, happy Friday, all that jazz. Yeah, see you for now.